is a portal. And this is what we're finding out what that means. So I use the word magic, but your Heavenly Father, he uses the word supernatural. A little bit of magic. What are you talking about, magic, Bella? You know, like I think, what are we talking about here, angels? What do you mean magic? And they said, well, it's a bit like this. And that's why I was late here, because I've actually been looking for the angel numbers, because there's angel numbers for today, so look them up. The portal is 244224. This is a twin flame pink full moon portal. So don't get stuck on what has been dissed, right? The twin flame journey has been dissed. Don't diss my twin flame, because that's within you. So anyone who disses it is society, and they're not going into the kingdom. This is a masculine who is transformed, taken away complacency, right? Humbled himself, broken the cast of the ego, the big wall built up around his heart. And we understand that there's no judgment here, because, you know, you do get complacent. You do, because life is tough. Things don't go our way. We're like, where is this heading? I'll just put up with this. At least I'm this. I've done well to even get here, and it's okay. And you're grateful for these little things. And you go, well, this is just what I've been dealt. This is my cards. This is the hand I've been dealt with. And you do become complacent, because you have to make it okay. You have to justify why your dreams aren't coming true, why you're not where you want to be at this time or whatever. And what you do is then you'll actually self-medicate, because that's what you do. I mean, we have to. We're living in the matrix. So then you go into the matrix to medicate. And then you know, they go to the bar, they say, choose your poison. What's your poison? It's like, oh my gosh. So this is when you break through that, you come back in and you actually release the complacency. The ego falls. It's massive. And how long does it take? Well, this is what the magical portal is revealing. The magical portal is revealing a shift in time. Right? So what would normally take, this is how the angels guided me to tell you how to explain it. You know me, I'm always going, I don't know how to explain that. They're like, well, listen. I'm like, oh, listen. All right. I don't know that one. I'm going to practice that one. They said it's like what would actually take 21 days for a habit. You know, they say a habit to release or to form, a new habit would take 21 days. In this portal, it takes 3 days. That's a supernova energy. That's why we have to believe, because you go from 0 to hero. Ah, hallelujah. What I was looking for is the angel numbers, so look them up, right? Because they might, but I found this, Cosmic Love, right? And this is Yasmin Boland, and I have met her. She's a friend of Lucy's. Anyway, I'm just going to have a look in here, because there must be a message if I've been led to have a look at it. It says the home within. Wow, keeping your home calm. Your surroundings. So this is a divine masculine who's justified, looking in the mirror every morning and justified. Living in a snake pit is okay, until there's a patterning in his mind that release. This is so profound. You know, the negative self-chatter, the inner self-talk. It's like having the Blu-ray player. Hello, Blu-ray Mountain. The Blu-ray player. All right, we're sitting there. Just say you and I are sitting there watching Mamma Mia. Of course, the musical. And then you say to me, but I put Rocky in there. I put Rocky 3 in the Blu-ray. I go, oh. Because I know that I can't argue with you about it, because we're watching Mamma Mia. So what's in the Blu-ray player? Mamma Mia. It doesn't matter if you think you put in whatever. You know, I think I'm a boy, or I think I'm a girl. I think I'm a submarine. It doesn't matter what you think. We're looking at what's on the screen of your life. So whatever's on the screen of this Divine Masculine's life, he was realizing was in his Blu-ray player. And he was sitting there going, no, it's not. He was believing other people around him, going, no, you're not really watching Mamma Mia. You put Rocky in. Rocky will come on. Just don't worry about it. It'll happen. So he got complacent waiting for his Mamma Mia. Whatever. Do you know what I mean? So this has been a change. He's taken out the Snake Pit Blu-ray disc, and now he's putting in, I want my home to be comfortable. I want peace. I want to feel relaxed. I want it to be easy. I want an easy, cruisy life. They're saying here that this Divine Masculine has let go of fears, stress, and anxiety. Wow. To see the truth within himself. He's saying to himself, I am a divine, magnificent expression of life, and all of life loves me. There's the new disc in the player. Wow. It's got a new program. Woohoo. Look what happened. That's the cards that came out. This program is, this movie for this Divine Masculine isn't a snake pit. It's an I am a divine, magnificent expression of life, and all of life loves me. I am open and warm and receptive. I bring good experiences into my life. This is a day I have never lived before. I will rejoice in every moment, for I know I shall never live it again. Whoa! I affirm myself good health. I express myself creatively and have fabulous relationships. I know that my income is constantly increasing. I know and affirm that I am appreciated and treated with respect at work. I am at peace. I now open my consciousness to bring some wonderful new people into my life. People I can laugh and have fun with and exchange wonderful spiritual ideas with. I go forth to meet this day rejoicing in all that I am and all that I have and all that shall unfold before me. I am safe and all is well. You're kidding. Can you believe I opened it at that page and was told to get this book? And that's what it says. There's a new program, the Blu-ray player. Now has a Blu-ray disc in there that is of that. That's the program. So we need to write that down and say that every day. Being told we're here in a twin flame pink moon portal. I've never called the full moon a portal before. I know they are portals for the dark side, but this is a huge influx from the celestial realm. Welcome here. I know, amazing. You're amazing. This is amazing. We've got to believe. So this is like a aura crackle. I keep hearing that. And I was like, what do you mean, angels? And they're like, well, it's like a lightning bolt of high voltage rock and roll. No. God calls it supernatural. I call it magic, right? Magic. A lightning bolt of magical energy, like from the nomadic template. Before, like this is from the Sophia Christos template. Are you with me here? Are you with me? Before, way before the garden. In the higher realm. So you're bringing down a celestial here, celestial energy. There's fireworks going off. There's a meteor shower at the moment. We're going to see auroras in the sky all over the world. So if we are getting a crackle in our aura, so is the earth. The electromagnetic field or geomagnetic patterning of the earth is also getting this high voltage celestial influx where time, so they say the dark side, like they actually say in the Bible, God says that the devil can change times and seasons. Selah, you got to think about that. Right? So with his eclipse, he changed a season. He can change time and seasons. Why would he want to do that? To open to different portals. So whoever's here in alignment for this is a portal that he was trying to distract us from with the eclipse portal. The dark portal, see how that was black? And this is bright. Never thought of the moon like that, like especially the full moon. Always was told it was releasing, but in this energy, you're releasing, it's immediately replaced. As soon as you take that Blu-ray, like doom and gloom disc out, it's immediately replaced with the magic. Like it's going to take something to hold this vibration, to anchor it down, because it's high energy. It's you're in the top 3 chakras, if you like. The feminine energy is activated throughout the whole of the galaxy, the celestial realm. Your DNA holds codes. So it's like phenomenon. And then you go into, it's too good to be true. So we're going to just override that. You say, Archangel Michael, override any negative thoughts for me today. Nothing's too good to be true. Nothing's too wonderful to happen. Because we were doing our soul clearing, right, in the Daughters of the King. This is the members lounge. And we were told in there that we have the power with the Holy Spirit to speak. Right? It's like a sword is created in your mouth, a sword of light. Is that it? Where's the sword of light? Remember, the Ace of Swords was here. That's the sword, the Excalibur sword of truth. When you speak your truth in alignment with how you feel, your actions, and it's grounded from the spiritual realm, it's like a sharp sword of light comes out of your mouth. These masculines had a little bit of like superpower action, right? Because what he thought he couldn't say, he said, and everything changed. Like bing, ding, da boom, boom, da bong, bang, bing. I've been arguing with them saying that like this is my life. And I don't feel, you know, it's like you have to be complacent there. This is a breaking of that ego. And because life's been tough, we create it because like what other... you know, we don't have anything else to choose. You know, like your option that you wanted, Divine Masculine, wasn't there. It's like a mother going to a child, do you want chocolate or vanilla ice cream? The child doesn't want an ice cream, but that option isn't there. So here's a child sitting there going, chocolate or vanilla, I don't really want one. So which flavor do I like the least? Do you know what I mean? It's like that's a low vibe. So we're here today, God's saying that you've got to keep your mission. Whoever you are watching has to keep, we have to keep our vibe above 5. If you look at like a thermometer and you go, my vibration is on that scale, 1 to 10, say. You've got to keep it above 5, no matter what is going down. So this is, whoa, 11. What? Now, what cards I want to do first? We're here at the extension because we flipped straight into this reading from the other one. That's why I'm saying to you it comes really fast. We did a fire releasing ceremony of all your exes, got to clear them out. Do a space clearing that you learn in your level 2, the full moon. You have to do it for the antidote to the black matter. The antimatter. Ooh. We've got Island Wellness cards here. Does this look like there's any antimatter here? This Divine Masculine has slayed all the snakes. He's trod on their heads. He's like, I don't really have to speak up to them. I just have to like tread on their neck. Squish their head off their body. Because we all know their tails grow back, don't they? Remember that? Can you believe that? Oh my gosh, I've never felt so naturally high for a very long time. But I've done my attunements and my soul clearing and my space clearing and my fire releasing. I'm telling you, it lifts your vibration like you're in a hot air balloon and you throw your bags over your sandbags so you get higher and higher. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise epiphany, upheaval, transformation. That's the lightning bolt, right? So it's not destructive, it's activating. It's hit the auric fields of this Divine Masculine, and in an instant, he's shifted. Come on now. 10 of Cups, Ace of Wands, Star. King of Wands, King of Cups, 6 of Wands, 4 of Wands. Whoa. Like if you could make up a reading, you'd probably do close to that. You know what I mean? That'd be a good idea. We could put the reading down how we want it to go and program it. Let's have a look. Island Wellness. Wow. I'm not really happy. I just had to pretend I was happy because then I didn't feel so bad. And I've learnt that since a child, to hide my feelings, to numb my heart, to pretend, to make it all about the other person and not me, to not take responsibility because I feel like I'd break in half, in a million pieces, and never be able to put back together. Oh, this is what we've been through, guys. This is it. So intense. What? Clarity, truth. Whoa. Look at that. Wow. That's suddenly a sudden force, honor, protection, power, truth, revelation. Oh, wow. Something's happening. I did do a reading back. Remember I did this reading? God showing me, he's going, you already told me. I already told you. When I said divine masculine, God is fighting for you. That was when he was wrestling like Joseph wrestled the angel, but the angel was sent from God. Oh my gosh. God sent the adversity to this divine masculine. It was God disguised to get him to leave. He wouldn't leave. He was complacent, remember. God wrestled the ego out of this divine masculine. There's a part of the Bible, the basic instructions before leaving earth. I think it's Joseph. And we did it in the angel cards. And he has a wrestle and he fight. And I was like asking God about that. Like he goes, how are you going to get better? How are you going to defeat the enemy? How are you going to win the championship? How are you going to bring victory home if you don't practice against the best? I was like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. And he showed me fencing, right? These 2 fences. And if you're going the championship, he's going to come in and actually practice against you to get you ready for the championship. That's what he did with this divine masculine. It was God wrestling him. And we were safe the whole time to get him away, wrestling the ego. Right? So I don't think we're going to know much more about that. We could do another spread on that, actually. Find out a bit more about that. But there was a wrestle and he broke free from this ego that kept him trapped in complacency and being fake happy, having many options, keeping himself as a string along and hanging out with a one-night stand. This is like a one-night stand energy that went on for years. You know when it starts to smell? Don't be like that. You know when it's a cut. Anyway, that was easier. Then I can dance around that. I don't have to show that, right? I can keep that facade that I've built for years. Oh, it took me a long time. I don't understand how divine masculine, divine feminine saw through it straight away. Like, I worked really hard on that. Well, I thought I was really good at that. Most people believe me. Then when I got shot in the heart, it was all over. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. This love. Have faith, love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting. There's anxiety, but anxiety like when you're going to go on a ride at Luna Park. We have a park here at Luna Park on the harbour. Used to go for my birthdays. Yeah, we loved that. Went for a few birthdays there. And get excited, but you're nervous, you know. And then you get on that ride that's the cage. Oh my gosh, what about that one where you get in, God's showing me, and you get stuck to the wall and it spins around and there's all these people in there and they're all stuck to the wall and you can't, your face is stuck. That's like divine masculine, it's like that. Stuck in a magnetic frequency. Ah. Now he's going on the love ride, right? He's all excited but nervous. He's never been to paradise before. Things have never really worked out synchronistically. Really, there's always been a pitfall. There's always been a setup. I've always been very wary, it's divine masculine saying. But here's stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. That's commitment. You know, the father has palm trees like engraved in wood all around his kingdom. He loves them. He loves palm trees. That's what he had in the Garden of Eden and the Promised Land. The Promised Land. He loves. If you get any revelation about that, why the palm tree? Is it to do with our palm? Is in the palm of our hand? He loves trees too, the Father. He says they're magical. So the palm tree. Just write in the comments if you get a download about that. Wow. This is because Divine Feminine was like, I'm not doing that. I want to watch Rocky 3. I'm watching Mamma Mia. That's not enough for me. Go away. Go away, complacent, ego-driven, narco-psycho. Oh, come on now. You were a bit upset there, Miss Divine Feminine. No. Hang on a minute. As a little child, this is not what I asked for. This is not my dream. No. Wait all this time for Casanova to be treated like that. I'm channeling you. Oh, you want to stay with the girl with the snake? See ya. See you later. I don't do reptilians. Oh, gosh. Empath and narcissistic paradigm. Being charmed or used, enabled, and boundaries. So here he's stuck in the snake pit with the girl with the snake. So this is a karmic energy. He's had a snake, like might have her own child from another partner or has some pet snake, actual pet snake. People have pet snakes. Yoo-hoo. Big sign on who their spiritual master is, if you ask me. Anywho, this is who was like, Divine Feminine's like, you're mentally ill. You're mentally ill. If you're choosing a girl with a snake over me. See ya. Cupid's arrow or not, I am out of here. I don't do snakes. Wow, she's defeated a snake, this Divine Feminine here. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. I don't do other women. See ya. Like, honestly, see you later. This is, like, we're on a mission here. Bye for now. Bye for now. That's what I say. Date. Hey. What do you mean, bye for now? I love channeling like this. What are you talking about? Get dressed. It's like, what? Where are we going? Well, I've planned a date to paradise. Because, you know, no snakes in paradise. I don't do snakes anymore either. I just do paradise. It's like, oh my gosh. This is too much for me, this reading. Like, how annoying would that be? She's not going to talk about it. She's going to arrive and go, right, got the right program. We're going on a date. I'm like, hang on a minute. What happened with the snake pit? Well, it wasn't enough for you, so it's not enough for me. So yeah, you have to do this as a spiritual lesson. It's like you have to walk away from the other half of your soul because they're attached to some psycho-narco snake pit. Hello? Like, no, you never know when they're going to bite you. I didn't take the snake bite. I didn't take the only antidote to the snake bite. Oh my gosh, that just went really deep. is the blood of the Lamb. I'm not going to go there, Yeshua, in this reading. So, well done, Divine Feminine. What was the outcome? Oh, the date. Wow. Walking away from the snake. You said no. It's like when you're multi-dimensional as you are, your vibration can go into somebody else's energy field and check it out. You know? So you can't hang around with anybody, let alone your own divine masculine, who's visiting snakes. Yuck. Serpents. Reptilians. I think I'm joking. I'm not joking. You're watching the movies like there's Earth has a invasion, reptilian invasion. Like you think it's all like a zombie apocalypse. It's like I think we were actually, it's a truth in plain sight. And I went to a movie on a first date. I don't know why I'm telling you this. And it was The End of the World. That's what the movie was called. I think there was about 7 of us there. I was only young, I was 17. Had the biggest crush on this guy forever. And he's there, right? He's over there. He's not over here. Anyway, I thought, it's not very romantic anyway, the movie. You would never go to that on a first date, I was thinking. I was like 17. I was just distraught. And I thought that we were told that. That was at the very beginning. I was told that. So I have an imprint of the truth because it's in plain sight. Wow. This is where a soul knowing, this is knowingness of the soul. There must be a better way to express it than that, Father. Come on now. Help me out, Father God. Give me the word, the sword. Honor the place in each other where you are one. You are one. It's going to take something for this divine feminine to fall into this frequency. When she's here, she's like this. She's Queen of Swords here. That's why he's thinking about it. He's got to do his best. Because the Grim Reaper, it's over. He doesn't like the snake pit anymore. He doesn't like the cave. He doesn't like the vipers. He can see them. They're giving me the third eye has awakened, right? You know, we hear that all the time. But you can see the reptilian in the person. That happened to me in my awakening. I forgot to tell you the other day. God said, you didn't tell them. It actually happened to you. So I don't ever share just stuff that I regurgitate. But I saw, and it came through anger, right? It was a neighbour of mine. And he just moved in and he was going past my back door. And I said, welcome, I'm Bella. And he said, you ever talk to me again, I will call the police. Don't you ever come near me. And I saw the reptile and he shape-shifted in front of me. Now, I was already watching the Desperate Housewives, Hollywood, whatever. So my vibration got down really low because I did a binge weekend. Have you ever done that? On the Hollywood Housewives. Sick of waiting for all the things. So I went and got them all. And that season had already finished in America. But in Australia, oh no, we've got to wait like 3 days or a whole week. I was like, no. So I did this binge thing. And my vibration got down so low. And then I came back and watched that. And I realized they're all reptilians as well. They were all reptilians. I was watching. That's why my vibration got so low that I saw it in this guy. But it came through anger. This is what I'm getting for this divine masculine. And you know how I even said the other day I did an art thing? When I was first awakening, I was like, we can see their wings. You know, they've either got a horn or a halo. This is like the third eye awakening. You have an etheric energy, like a telescope that can go into somebody's spiritual energy and see, do they have angel wings or do they have bat wings, which are the bats? Do they have a halo or do they have a horn, right? It's being exposed to the nth degree. It's ridiculous. Especially in Hollywood with all their rituals. So they're doing rituals to Hasatan in front of your face. Anyhow, there's a ritual here. Look at the next card. How long does it take? Like I had a reading the other day with a divine masculine and I don't know whether he was complacent. But he was saying as soon as I express myself, I said, as soon as you say what you need to say, to whoever this was. I said, how long do you think it's going to take to change the environment to change? He goes, oh, a couple of days. I said, so you've been sitting in something for years and years and years, that if you spoke your truth, it would change in a couple of days? He goes, yeah, but I don't know what that change is going to be. Like, I don't know, I can't, so I'm just not going to say it. Then you get sick, see, it gets pushed down, and then it comes back up as anger. Yeah. And if that anger isn't expressed, it gets pushed down, it comes back as depression. And I think that's where the demon comes in. I could hear this guy also when he walked, I'm not joking, never heard it since, thank God. But I could hear like his whoosh, whoosh, whoosh of the tail. Like he's a big lizard. He was a lizard. So this divine masculine may have seen, right, demonic eyes, or may have seen a shapeshifter. And like, how long after you see that do you stay there? Like, just think about it. If you had, they say it's like an 8-year-old, the size of an 8-year-old in the spirit world, right? But they're mangy looking dogs, like a dog type energy. They're mangy. If you saw them in 3D, you'd be squealing your head off with a broom up on the table. You'd be up so high with like divine feminine get down. But because if we're not, right, attuned and we can't see the frequency, so to speak, or feel it, it can stay there. Like a little child would pat the dog, doesn't know it's got rabies. Somebody who's sitting in front of their TV, right, that's drinking or whatever, overeating and, you know, out of the frequency and getting programmed by the black box, and they've got the ray coming out of the TV straight into their third eye, calcifying it so they don't wake up. Wow, they're not going to get it. They're not going to, they're out. So this divine masculine's realized so fast. And this is an internal breakdown, right, of a barrier that was built. He was so proud of it. Because he couldn't get to the heart, because it's easier to dance around to do this. And every single time he learned this behavior. This is learned behavior. Learned it from narcissists around him, in his family. Maybe his father, maybe a boss. Right, he's learned how to put that back on people. Not take any responsibility. And that really helped the facade. It strengthened it. And then it had to break. So as soon as he realized it, only it's taken 3 days to break. Amazing. And so how long does it take for union to occur? When a divine masculine's in that energy, not long, right? We're changing times and seasons, remember. If the dark side can change the energy, change the time and seasons, God's got this. He only allows it to happen so the ones that don't follow him will get disillusioned, fall into a delusion. Anyway, union, weddings, married, soul connection, eternal love, endless, everlasting promise. This looks like a divine pair are going to the promised land. Well, off they go. Off they go. There they go. This is the part of the movie where you go, oh, 10 minutes before this, we're like, how are we going to get out of this? This is not happening. This doesn't look good. This looks like somebody's happy in a cave with snakes. How can you talk to somebody like that? Like, they're just mind-blowing. It's hurting me. It's just, I'm going to leave you, forget it, I don't want it. And then you had to come back, rebuild yourself, divine feminine. Right? Everybody was like, how are you going to do this? And for the ones that had faith and stood in their alignment, it's not easy. This is part of the movie where they got the music going. Na, 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 na. Look what happened. Now, you take the whole movie and it's the last 10 minutes. They go from chaos to sailing off to the sunset. It's the same as life. Wow. So he's letting go, right? Axe, soulmate, Grim Reaper. He's letting go of the snake. Lifting off the mask. Standing in clarity. I can have that. I knew I was complacent. I mean, I knew I wasn't happy. I mean, I knew it's all like that. It's like, well, I knew there was more. Like, I always felt I could do more. I always felt that people didn't really understand me. I've always been the black dog of the family. I've always, like, been shut down with my ideas. I've always been, like, pulled, the rug from underneath me. I was always being told, no, it's not me, it's them, it's you. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, so to break that down and then to recreate that, that's God. It has to be, doesn't it? Like, that's magic to me. I've seen that. That's magic. Thank you, God. I was asking, what's magic? What are you talking about? So it's supernatural, God said. So you go from this guy's going from 0, you're not enough, don't bring your snakes around here. We're in the oasis, mate. Did you read the rule book? And Cupid came in, went bow, bow, straight into the heart. Right, the snakes then disappear. Can you believe it got both of them? It's just wild. He's like, okay, well, I'm out of here. If it's not enough for me, for my divine feminine, it's not enough for me. She's right. This is not enough. Sailing off into the sunset, to the promised land. Milk and honey. I love this energy. Don't mind me. So he can see. He's got psychic sight. He can see the reptilians. He can see the bat wings. He can see energies in the sky. Is that why this is? Oh, that's what this is. See? The awakening. Ah, that's what she's talking about. Ah, an alignment. This is the stars aligning, celestial event. You could have told me this 7 years ago, Father. We've been preparing for this event for years. Divine Feminine. Date is here. No snakes at the date. We're going into the Tony Carmine Salerno Love Oracle. We're just going to get a snapshot here. For this divine masculine has traded in complacency and the ego for love. So as soon as that internal change happens, the external happens automatically. It's like, I'm not happy here, see ya. 3 days it takes. I'm over here, I'm happy. Ah, happy. I feel better over here. This is my home. Happy. All I had to do was that. Like, you can't believe it. Now he's in that shock that you were in about the complacency. Like, all I had to do was that. Like, it seemed so overwhelming and that I could never do it. Like, and I've done it. It's examined, it's got in within. It's going, wow. Like, it wasn't that hard. It's like the fear of fear, having fear of fear. It's like that. It's gone. I know, it's divine timing. I used to hate that. And now I realize that's unreal. Because when it's divine timing, that's when the magic happens. That's when the portal opens. That's when everything falls into place. But we can be so disconcerted ourselves. Now, where the divine feminine is disconcerted, we're not complacent though, because of the complacency over there. And now that's shifted. We have to do a shift. This is what takes power, I think. Because you're like, go away from me, right? Really? Come on now. You chose that over me? See ya. Like, we don't relate at all to... Where are we going? Where are we going? Yes, maybe I can open the shutter of my heart. We'll see how you go. We'll just be friends. We'll start fresh, right? Let me see how I feel in your presence today. Are you bringing the best self? Because there's no snakes. It's got to be good. It's going to be different frequency. Yeah. It's going to be totally different. It's going to tell you a story. It's like, I understand now the difference between a soulmate and a twin flame. Because I've been researching twin flames. This is what I'd say to you. It's like, oh my gosh, have you? Like, I would spit my soup out all over the table. Soup. I'm having soup. May I have pina coladas, please? I'd be like, what's a twin flame? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd have an attitude. That's why I'm doing the reading here. We're clearing all attitude from the date. Go on then. You go, yeah, we are twin flames, okay? That would just crack me up. Here. Wait. That's in the past, present, future. Oh my gosh. He's like, yeah, we are twin flames. I've never been so sure about anything in my entire life. You're like, oh yeah. Excuse me, can I have another napkin? I just spat my soup all over the table. Again. Oh. Oh. Just going to talk on this date. We have a chatty male here, excited. He's about to go on the ride of his life. Right, so he got off the car. He goes, oh, I don't like that one, that ride, where you get stuck to, your face gets stuck to the back and you can't talk. Oh, yeah. The one who never talks. You want to speak your truth. See what we've got to get over, Divine Feminine. I'm just here channeling you. The depth of my love. I've never expressed this because I've never felt this before. So I'm going to give it my best shot, and I don't want any laughter. Don't laugh at him. You're not allowed to laugh at him. Oh my gosh, I've got to write that down. Can't laugh. No spitting soup, no laughing. Right, stoic, stoic. No gushing of emotion. And what's the other one? Oh, yeah, no complaining. Yeah, yeah, mastered that. That's the Queen of Swords. So you're going to be the Queen of Swords on the date, so you don't spit your soup out, because he's going to blow your mind with what he's saying here. Yeah, yeah, and I had a dream you were in it. Oh my gosh, I need alcohol by then. It's a little one for medicinal purposes. Will you marry me? It's like, oh my gosh. Stop it. Yeah, it's a miracle. Because it just feels so right. Like, I can't live without you. I don't really want to be in the Viper Pit. The Viper Pit? Were you in a Viper Pit? It's like reverse, now you're reversing. He's like, yeah, he's talking about what you said to him and he was in denial about. And now he's saying it back to you. It's like this is the twin flames. It's funny. He's like, yeah, I was in a Viper Pit. You're like, what? Were you? Oh, yeah. And what was that like? So he can express himself. He can talk about it. There's no judgment here for this Divine Feminine. Right? And she's seen this masculine transform right before her eyes, which is what she needs to make it a reality to her. Whoa, what a profound shift. This is going to activate all twins on the planet. That's why they had to open CERN first, right? There's always the anti, there's always the opposite, because the twin flame union is the equal opposite, opposing, magnetic, complementary, energetic. I've said it around the wrong way because, you know, it takes a lot for Bella's brain to get this stuff. I have another card here for you as a message from you, Divine Skillen. Before we close this reading, it's been an epic moment in time to be able to be here with you. And we've fought even on this channel, when you look at it. Wow, I'm fighting for you to bring this to you. So you can buy me a rose or a cup of coffee if you want. To give gratitude to seed a plant of, like you're planting a seed of light rather, right, in the channel to help it grow with light. We have a message here. It's been a secret. Because of the mask, the pretending, and learn things like gaslighting. They were learned behaviors. You know, you mirror it. And then he met you, Divine Feminine, and he's like, how come that came straight back in my face? Hey, what happened? I sent that out to go back and it's like smashed my whole ego. Gonski? Like, how did that happen? Who is that woman? Who is that woman? Have you, I love you more today than yesterday, but less than tomorrow. So it's in today. It's the moment. He's like, there's an urgency here. He's telling you we've wasted time because I was complacent. And now he sees your patience and it's a turn on. It's like, oh my gosh, she was awake all that time. She did get a bit cranky over there. I'll give her that. She did. That was a bit like, well, you know, I was a bit. It's looking back on the behaviour patterns. He goes, yeah, but then it was so on. Then I let it down. Oh, then she was upset. Okay, last message before we leave. This is the last message from your Divine Masculine. Within you, I lose myself. Without you, I find myself. Then I strive to be lost again. One more. All right, one more. Is Jesus here? Is Jesus here? Is there a message from Jesus? Look at the light of this Divine Feminine. This is what I mean. You've got to be that bright. We're turning to light so he can find you. Trust, love. Oh, sorry. True love is like a ghost who everyone talks about, but few have ever seen. See, there's been no examples in this masculine life of a couple like this. We know that. There's no blueprint. We are the blueprint. Right? Even a guy said to me the other day, was getting a twin flame reading. So lots of guys are active. That's how I know. He was going, I've never seen a couple, that have stuck together and like loved each other and had each other's back for like a long time. I was like, I know, it's really sad. How sad is that? So that's what you're bringing, something that doesn't exist. We don't have a template for it. There really are no leaders in it. What you thought you were looking at is not what you thought you were looking at. That was the facade, making it all look okay on the outside. Did you have that in your home? I had that in my home. Shh, don't be like that. It's like, what are you talking about? And then do whatever you want, like go to church on Sunday and then drink and gamble all week. You know what I mean? We learn it because we've seen it. True love is like a ghost who everyone talks about, but few have ever seen. So even friends haven't talked about it, right? You can't talk to anybody about it. This union is sacred. It's not for other people. You must keep it to yourself. Do your activations, do your twin flame Reiki attunement, right? Get grounded, get present, get bright, clear your soul, pray, fast, cleanse your energy. Don't stand around any negativity. Do your fire releasing ceremony. These all help the process. And look, you find true love. That's how this Divine Masculine is like, that's like because no one had it. So you can't compare it to anything in the past. Look what he just said. For hearing my thoughts, understanding my dreams, and being my best friend. For filling my life with joy, and for loving me without end. I do. I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your kind support. It's been a magical reading because you're magical. Love reading for you. And this has been a portal of magic. It's always darkest before dawn, literally. So remember, don't give up just before the magic occurs. The devil will do anything. It's overwhelming the extent that the devil will go to trick you out of your union. Anything anti-Jesus is anti-Christ. Woo! So easy. So simple. I love you. Thanks for watching.